What's up, guys? So we're here. We've already started our journey. We're already working towards being a better us. I actually shot a video last week because I am working on myself and working on being more consistent and more on time and not procrastinating. So I did shoot my video last week, but I didn't like it. I didn't like how it turned out. What I decided is I would just tell you guys about my journey, my health journey. It's been a long, it's been a really long journey. So I guess I could just start at the beginning. So growing up, I was an average kid. Just like everybody else, we ran, we played, we got dirty, we had an awesome time. But the one thing that was different for me as far as the rest of my family, as far as my sisters and cousins and different things like that, is that me and food had a special relationship. I would find myself looking for snacks. And we ate like breakfast, lunch, dinners. We had snacks. We had good snacks. We had, special snacks. So it's not like we didn't eat, but I would find myself like searching for food. I would find myself like taking food from the kitchen and hiding it in my room and, eating or and my parents can attest to this, getting caught sneaking food. It's like, you're not starving, your parents are not depriving you of anything, so why are you sneaking food? So it's very evident to me now that even back then I've had an issue with food. Food is good, it tastes awesome, most of it at least, but when food becomes an important thing in your life that you begin not to be able to do other stuff and everything is based around what the next meal is and what I'm gonna eat next and oh, this is gonna taste so good, and it becomes almost like a crutch, when people let you down, when situations aren't going exactly the way you want them to, when everything is not quite right. Food was always a constant. It was always something that I knew if I ate that cupcake is always going to be good. When I had an issue, these fries will always make me feel better. But I have learned that it's a mental thing. It's an internal thing, an internal issue that I've dealt with, like I said, for years. So right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm working on my issues. I'm working on what is behind me in food. The difficult thing is that we have to eat. Like everybody has to eat. To be able to survive, you have to eat. A lot of people say, well, I can't live without drugs, or I can't live without this. Listen, if you don't have drugs, you won't die. Unless like you are sick or something like that. But I'm talking about like illegal drugs or drugs that you're using just for, to get high or something like that. But, you're not going to die if you don't have drugs. You know what I mean? You're not going to die if you don't go to the mall. You're not going to die if you don't shop. All these other, and honestly, the word is addictions. All these other addictions that are out there, you're not going to die if you don't have anything that, if you don't drink any alcohol ever, you're not going to die. But I have to eat. Everybody has to eat. You have to eat to live. You have to eat to survive. So it's almost a more difficult struggle because, I can't just say I'm not eating anymore. Like somebody can say, I'm not, I don't want to do drugs anymore, or I don't want to drink alcohol anymore. Like you have to eat. So there lies the struggle in what am I supposed to eat? And when you're so used to in your mind, food being such a big part of everything, it's hard to kind of get away from. So right now I'm in the midst of this struggle of trying to figure out or trying to balance the idea that food, I need food to live, but food is not my life. You know, that, if that makes sense. Food is not my life. You know, if I choose a salad as a side over fries, you know, my life is not going to end. But I have to cut the connection of what those fries mean. I have to cut the connection to what the, you know, the cake means or the cookie means. I have to begin to realize that those things used to mean were comfort. That's what they call it, comfort food. All these tasty things are considered comfort food because in some way in our brain they somehow give us comfort. They somehow almost calm us down like a drug would. But as you get older, I don't want any food to be the determining factor of how the quality of life that I'm going to have, because I can't stop eating brownies, cakes, and cookies that now I have to take medication to keep my sugar where it's supposed to be, or because I love, you know, potato chips and all, you know, all the different salty things that I have to take medication to keep my blood pressure regulated. Like, I don't want food to have that much control over my life. I don't want anything to have that much control over my life other than God. Okay, so right now I am learning step by step that I have to make the decision for myself. But you have to get to a place where you have to make a decision that food is not going to be my top priority. Food is not going to control my life. What I figured out about me, and I just recently learned this, what I figured out about me is that I can be on a good streak. I start making my lunches for the whole week, so that I have no excuse to go and buy anything, and it's helping me save money. But I don't have any excuse to go buy anything. I bought waters, put them in my trunk, so I always have something to drink. So it's like, oh, I don't have anything to drink, give me this juice. Oh, I don't have anything to drink, let me grab a pop. No, you always have some water in the car. So I start making my lunches, having healthy lunches that are filling. I start doing that. But then, you know, if I have a cheat day, which this is how I am doing my journey. This is a lifetime change. This is not a one day. This is not a, you know, until I drop such as pounds. I want to change my life. Like I said in the previous video, I want to change my life. There was a time about, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, that my sister, myself, both my sisters, myself, and my mom were at my mom's house, and we were looking at old videos of my dad's 50th birthday, and we were looking at ourselves, and we were all in good spirits. And then something just kind of took a quick shift, and we all just kind of looked at ourselves and started evaluating, like, you gotta do better, baby. Like, you then, like, that wasn't that long ago. Like, you need to, you know, get yourself together, you know. So after that, I joined the gym, and I got a trainer, and I really got serious. I mean, when I say serious, like, no infractions. Like, fries, out. Like, candy, out. Pop, juice, out. Like, it was like cold turkey. And I thank God that I was able to do it for the time that I did, because I lost 50 pounds. I felt amazing. I'm talking about collarbone on fleek. Do you hear me? But after that, what I did was I celebrated my weight loss with fries. That's like celebrating my sobriety with a glass of wine. Ma'am, think about it. So after that, it started slowly, like, inserting more and more foods that I'm not supposed to have more often, and I start kind of falling off of going to the gym like I was pushing myself, and, you know, the pounds start going up a little bit. I'm like, oh, you know, it's okay, you know, I lost 50 pounds, it's all right. But slowly start creeping back up, and now before I started this journey, I was almost right back where I started, and it's just like so crazy, and I get so frustrated with myself. And I know that this kind of thing is frustrating. I know you get frustrated. I know you do. I get frustrated. But what I'm doing now is I want to make sure that that doesn't happen again. So I know that I'm not gonna not want to have fries. That's just life. I'm not gonna stop ever, like, having a slice of cake. You know what I mean? So what I do for myself is I say, okay, You go all week and you do exactly what you're supposed to do. One day, one meal. You can, and I'm not talking about one meal, 3 slabs of ribs, a large rib tip with mild sauce and chocolate cake, and no. I'm just talking about one thing. Indulge in one thing, so you can tell yourself, it's not that I can't ever have it, I just can't have it right now. And for me, that helps me stay on course the rest of the days. Now that might not work for everybody. Some people may be like, no, I need to cut off cold turkey. I know people who became vegans. I know people who became vegetarians. I know people who cut out certain things. They say it's cut out for life. If that's what you're saying, do it. If that's what you know you need to do, do it. But this is what I need to do for me. So that's my journey, and that's where I'm starting off. I hope that you guys have started your journeys. If you haven't started it and you're thinking, man, by the time you see this video, it'll be March. So you might be thinking, man, it's March. Like, it's too late. No, just start. Even if you mess up, especially for those who are on a weight loss journey. Even if you mess up, you're like, man, I ain't been to the gym all week. I've been eating whatever I wanted to all week. Start over. Start over. Don't allow anything to stop you from getting to your goal. Let's push each other. Let's work out together. Let's accomplish these goals together. And we all can get to exactly where we want to be. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's see where we can take each other. I hope you guys have a blessed and awesome week, and just keep pushing and keep transforming, and you'll get to wherever you want to go. See ya.